Okay, so let's talk about some more stuff. I just got done talking about Alaskan guide shirts. So now I'm going to talk about another out of production Filson item. They are not, as far as I know, they're not making these anymore. Made in Bangladesh. The Filson Hyder Quilted Jac-shirt. This is one of my all-time favorite Jac-shirts. I love this thing. When it is under 40 degrees, this is my go-to. I wear it for work. I wear it riding my bike. I do all kinds of stuff. So now, one thing you're going to notice about this one is it looks a little bit different than a typical Marsh Olive Hyder Quilted Jac-shirt, because I actually waxed the outside of this myself. So these come with a dry finish on them. That's not good enough for me. So I actually took Filson wax and I filled it in and I melted it in with a heat gun. And this is cover cloth. It's a thin canvas, and I just waxed it with actual Filson wax. And you end up with a darker finish. I'm going to show you in a minute what it looked like unwaxed and what it looks like waxed. So you have the traditional 2 pockets. They're just a button snap closure. And then they have this little ring here, which you can hang danglies if you want, I guess. I wouldn't do that because it's pretty thin material, and they just snap shut, typical brass. Looks like they are powder coated, like a brownish, kind of light black color. And then the pockets are very usable. They're fairly deep. That's nice. And then on the wrist, you have 2, it's a snap also. You have 2 positions to snap it, which is great. It is insulated with Primaloft gold. I'm pretty sure the tag will say. Well, it's definitely Primaloft, but I'm pretty sure it's Primaloft gold. And it's very warm, especially if you wear like an Alaskan guide flannel under it and button it up. And then with the waxing that I've done, the material is so thin that this is not like amazingly waterproof. But if you get caught in a fall or a spring shower, you'll be dry, you know. As long as you're not out in pouring rain all day, this thing's going to keep me dry with the waxing that I've done to it. Another nice feature is that it has cotton moleskin on the collar, and that's very soft and very warm. So if you do flip the collar up, and the collar is very well reinforced at the base here, you end up with some nice neck warmth there. So you can button it up nice, and here's what the rear looks like. Here's the side. So I am 6'2.5". I'm 255 pounds. And this exact Hyder Quilted Jac-shirt here is a size extra large, and it is very generously sized. I have lots of sleeve length. I have lots of room in the body for layering. And the front placket here also has brass snap buttons to button it up. There are, there are also hand pockets, hand warmer pockets. Now, these hand warmer pockets aren't going to blow your mind with how amazing they are, because the insulating material on the inside is very thin, but it is a nice feature. And on the inside, I don't know what you call this style, but it has this. They basically make the pocket bag. It's humongous. They're very large, and then you actually kind of use it as an interior pocket right here, and like put a document in there, or a bag of Ricolas, whatever you're into. I don't know what you're into. It's your business. What I'm into is mine, right? Cool. I won't ask you either. And then, so the last thing I'll talk about here is on the inside, you can see the difference. So this is the dark outside cotton that I have waxed. This is what it looked like when it was brand new. So you can see how much darker it is after I waxed it. I think this is a nicer color, but I really don't care because I'm just trying not to get cold or wet or miserable when I'm out working. So some wear points. So I'll show you here. You can see there's been some abrasion. Hopefully you can see that down here. There is a small tear forming here. There's a small tear forming right here. So this is not a heavy duty garment. If you're used to short line cruisers, regular cruisers, the Mackinac garments, this is a lightweight jacket. It's very lightweight, especially by Filson standards. So the materials used are thin, and this is not going to hold up under any kind of extreme use. if you're rubbing on stuff or whatever. Now, that being said, I wear this to work and I work in it all the time. I've had it now for 2 years at least. My neighbor behind me here, he's got 2 of these and he's been wearing those for at least 4 or 5 years. Ever since it came out, he got one when it was like a brand new product. And he's got one that is just beat to hell, and it still keeps him warm and still keeps him dry. So the closest thing available as of today to this is, I think Filson's selling like a cover cloth insulated jack shirt. It's a different look to it. I don't think it's quite as nice as this one. It doesn't have like the moleskin appointments up here. It doesn't have some of the features this has, but it is an insulated jack shirt made of cover cloth, and it does have hand warmer pockets in it. So I can't say this is a stand-in for that, but I would say that's the closest thing to this you can get right now. Hopefully they'll bring this back. It was a real hot seller, and I kind of regret not buying 2 of them when I had the opportunity. And the last thing I'm going to point out on the inside here is it's nylon lined. This is one of the very few synthetic garments that I own. And this nylon on the inside is very soft and very comfortable and very wonderful to touch, and it really stays warm. It's a pretty expensive product. I'm pretty sure it's made in Japan. I've seen it in other garments, but yeah, very nice nylon on the inside. And overall, one of my all-time favorite jackets for weather between, say, 30 and 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, if you're normally a medium in Filson and you get a medium one of these, it's probably going to be a little big on you. But depending on your uses, that might be just what you're looking for. All right, thanks for watching.